Oh, hi, friends. I wonder if you could help me with something today. I'm trying a new recipe, for Halloween in October, and this recipe is for pumpkin stew. But this is a trickier recipe than the ones I'm used to. It says that I need to add some ingredients, but I have to add them at the right time, and it's only giving me hints about the food I need. It's not giving me a nice list like I'm used to. So, can you help me, please? Thanks. That would be super helpful. You're going to need one more thing. You're going to need something to help me stir this stew with because this is a really big, thick stew. So even at home, if you can find a spoon, you're going to have to hold it with two hands and help me stir this up. And you know what? If you don't have a spoon, that's okay. Maybe you have a marker or something else that you can wrap your hands around and help me stir. I know even your magical stirring strength at home will really help me. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, first it says you have to start stirring your broth first. Okay, we'll give it a stir first. So get your stirring hands ready. Okay, it also says you have to sing the pumpkin stew song. I already learned it, so go ahead and listen to me. Ready? And stir. We're making a pumpkin stew. Whip, 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 whip. We're making a pumpkin stew. Shooby dooby doo. I've got the recipe. I've got the spoon, but I need you. Okay, it says I need a food that starts with a w sound. W, w. Can you think of which food starts with a w sound? Hmm. You think you see it? Okay, can you point to it? You're sure? Okay, let's see. Watermelon? Yeah, that matches. I think that sounds right too. Watermelon. Okay, the recipe says to add that first and then give another stir. So let's add it in. All right, get all the way down in there. And let's give it a stir. Ready? And go. We're making a pumpkin stew. Whip, 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 whip. We're making a pumpkin stew. Shooby dooby doo. I've got the recipe. I've got the spoon, but I need you. Now it says we need to add a food that starts with a p sound. P sound. Can you think of a food that starts with a p sound? Hmm. No. You think you know what it is? Can you point to it? Oh, over here? Over here? Pizza? P. Pizza. I think you're right. Yeah, I think I agree. Let's see. Say one more time. P. Pizza? I think we got it. All right. It says add the p food and stir. All right. It's a little hot. Let's stir it up. We're making a pumpkin stew. Whip, 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 whip. We're making a pumpkin stew. Shooby dooby doo. I've got the recipe. I've got the spoon, but I need you. Next, it says we need to add a food that starts with a h sound. A h sound. You think about what food starts with a h sound. Huh. You think you know it? Okay, can you point to it? Oh, oh, this one? The h hamburger? I think you're right. I think you're right. Let's see. H hamburger. I think we got it. Yes. All right. Third ingredient is done. Let's put it in. All right. It sounds good. It smells good. Let's give it a stir. Ready, set, go. We're making a pumpkin stew. Whip, 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 whip. We're making a pumpkin stew. Shooby dooby doo. I've got the recipe. I've got the spoon, but I need you. Now it says we need to add a food that starts with the B sound. B sound. What do you see that starts with a B sound? You think you found it? Can you point to it? Oh, the banana? I think you're right. Let's check. Banana. I think we got it. All right, let's add it in. All right, that is looking good. Let's give it another stir. Ready? We're making a pumpkin stew. Whip, 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 whip. We're making a pumpkin stew. Shooby dooby doo. I've got the recipe. I've got the spoon, but I need you. Next, it says we have to add an ingredient that starts with an eh sound. An eh sound. Eh. Do you know it? Can you point to it? Which one starts with an eh? The egg? I think so. Let's just double check. Egg. Yep, I think you're right. Let's add it in. Ready? Mix it all in. Okay, let's give it another stir because we're not done yet. Ready? Set. Go. We're making a pumpkin stew. Whip, 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 whip. We're making a pumpkin stew. Shooby dooby doo. I've got the recipe. I've got the spoon, but I need you. Now it says we have to pick a food that starts with an ah sound. Ah. Yeah, I only see one more left. Could it be this? Can you point to it? Ah, apple. I think we might have found it. Let's add it in. It's sounding good. Let's give it a stir. We're making a pumpkin stew. Whip, 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 whip. We're making a pumpkin stew. Shooby dooby doo. I've got the recipe. I've got the spoon, but I need you. Okay, it says we need to add one more food that also starts with a P sound. Wait a minute. Another P food. Oh, do you know what it is? I think it's the pumpkin. Of course we need pumpkin in our pumpkin stew. Silly Miss Deb. Should I just throw the recipe in? The pumpkin? Okay. I follow recipes if that's what it says. Let's put it in and give it a stir. Ready, set, go. We're making a pumpkin stew. Whip, 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 whip. We're making a pumpkin stew. Shooby dooby doo. I've got the recipe. I've got the spoon. And we are through. Let's see how it tastes. Oh, it's a bit hot. Yes, it's a bit hot and it tastes just a little spicy. Oh, I like this pumpkin stew. I wonder if you can make something today and practice those letter sounds of all the ingredients you need. Give it a try. Now see you later whenever I make another batch. I'm gonna go eat this for lunch now. Thank you.